Hello, my friends. It's the Range Ronin, and this is the story of a Bersa Thunder 380. Stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you all about it. With styling similar to the Walther PPK pistol, but much more affordable, the Bersa Thunder 380 will appeal to those who like the Walther PPK, but need an excellent, budget-friendly pistol for their defensive demands. The Bersa Thunder 380 is a simple fixed-barrel blowback design that is common to pistols of the 380 caliber, and according to Bersa, the pistol resides in the micro-compact classification. Starting with the sights, the 3-dot sighting system is adequate for combat work, and both front and rear sights are drift adjustable for windage, plus the rear sight is screw adjustable for fine windage adjustment. The Bersa is a definite point-and-shoot interface between you and the bad guy. However, its accuracy at combat distance may surprise you, as you will see in the range segment. The top of the slide is textured and rounded, and that helps in the concealment factor. The front sight of the slide exhibits a few sharp edges on the flat portion. The left side slide lock lever is reached easily with the thumb or forefinger. The left side only slide-mounted thumb safety decocking levers allow you to not only decock the firearm safely, but also allows you to place the firearm into a safe condition, which disconnects the trigger. The slide lock and safety decock levers are, however, stiff and require a definite action on your part to operate them. This is an action that I prefer not to take with a loaded pistol, at least not with the Bersa 380, although I do use the safety decocking mechanisms on pistols like Sig Sauer and Beretta. The safety decocking lever operates similar to the Beretta 92 series, in that the lever must be pushed forward and up for the pistol to fire. This places the pistol in double action mode. Personally, and with the Bersa 380, I prefer the tried-and-true decocking method that I have used for many years with the 1911 pistol, rather than use the safety decocking mechanism. Note that even if you manually decock the pistol, the hammer does not rest against the firing pin, ensuring that the hammer does not fire the pistol even when dropped on the hammer. Essentially, the hammer is positioned at the same place when the safety decocking lever is placed in the safe or decock position. As I mentioned, when I carry the Bersa, the hammer is lowered manually with a round chambered, and the pistol in the fire mode. At this point, the pistol starts out as any revolver with a heavy double-action trigger pull. The double-action trigger pull weight is 8 pounds 11.3 ounces, with a 5-pull average, but relatively smooth with no stacking. Once fired in double-action mode, the pistol is now in single-action mode. There is some take-up until the hammer drops and very little over-travel is detected. Trigger reset is very short and fast. Subsequent single-action shots are very possible. There is a staging point that you can feel in double-action mode, although it cannot be felt. That is to say that the trigger pull does not lessen in tension. There is just a small bit of distance that can be sensed when the trigger reaches a certain point in the pull stroke. That indicates that only further pulling of the trigger, a short distance, will release the hammer. It's a feeling that comes with practicing with the pistol. I can sense when the hammer is in a position where it is about to fall. It just takes a bit more pull to get to that point. Again, That comes with practice and understanding what the pistol is telling you. The trigger pull weight in single action mode is 2 pounds 9 ounces, which is comparable to any other box stock pistol on the market. There is a little take-up and the trigger break is slightly spongy, but not too spongy to warrant a trigger job. If I had to make a comparison, I would put the single-action trigger somewhere between a spongy Glock trigger and possibly a Springfield Armory XD trigger. The pistol is heavy as compared to polymer pistols. In fact, when loaded to the 7+1 capacity, the Bersa Thunder 380 weighs in at 1 pound 6.3 ounces, or 22.3 ounces total. The weight of the Bersa Thunder 380 is also a saving grace when you shoot the pistol. I think that we can agree that more weight translates to less perceived recoil. Less perceived recoil translates to better control. The weight of the pistol, coupled with an excellent grip texture, makes the Bersa Thunder 380 pistol a delight to shoot. The trigger housing incorporates a forward finger rest that is serrated to help you hold on to the pistol. Anything that helps to hold the barrel down so that you can get back on target quickly is always a help. It is nice to know that it exists, but I find myself rarely using it. The trigger housing is large enough to support a gloved hand, only when in single-action mode. While there is enough space for a gloved hand to fit between the trigger and the inside of the trigger guard, a heavy glove might be problematic. A single full-length recoil spring provides the necessary buffering, while the 3.5-inch barrel remains in place. The rear slide serrations help assist the user in cycling the slide, and the user need not worry about external controls interfering with the operation. In fact, the thumb safety decocking lever may aid in pulling the slide back. The checkered black rubber grip seems to be of good texture and a good width for most hands while holding the pistol. The pistol feels nicely balanced when you hold it. The magazine catch and release button is located on the left side of the frame, just below the slide lock and release lever, and can be reversed for the left-handed shooter. Magazines lock up without effort, and pressing the magazine catch and release button cuts the magazines loose from the frame freely. The pistol is sold with only one magazine. The magazine can be disassembled for maintenance. The grip frame has a serrated front and rear strap with no finger grooves to help hold and guide the shooting hand into place. The back strap incorporates a small beaver tail that helps keep the hand below the deck, and that is a good thing. The grip panels are polymer and nicely formed and finely textured in all the right areas. A thumb rest area provides the thumb a nice place to, well, rest. The grip panels are removable, and aftermarket wood grip panels are available. Should you like wood grip panels? I know that I do. Spent case extraction is performed by a spring-loaded external extractor, while ejection is taken care of by a fixed ejector on the frame. Both do their jobs very well. Thank you. Let's talk a bit about dry firing the Bersa Thunder 380. You will probably want to dry fire the Bersa to get used to the trigger before going live. I would limit dry firing to an as-need basis. If prolonged dry firing is necessary, I recommend using snap caps, which gives the firing pin something soft to impact against, because over time, repeated dry firing without the use of a deterrent to prevent damage to the firing pin could cause damage to the firing pin stop within the firing pin channel. Just above the trigger, you will find what seems to be a key lock, because that's what it is. Shipped with the pistol is a special locking key to operate the key lock. Inserting the key into the lock and turning the key counterclockwise to the S position effectively takes the pistol out of commission. The slide cannot be moved, nor can the trigger be pulled. Turn the lock to the F position makes the pistol fully operational. Should you lock the pistol and lose the key, you must contact Bersa for a replacement. I leave the use of this security feature totally up to the user. Before I move into the maintenance segment, let's take a last look at the Bersa Thunder 380 features. While I am not going to discuss cleaning methods, as I leave that task up to you, the takedown and assembly of the pistol are worth presenting. Perform a function check by first pulling the trigger without a magazine inserted. The trigger should not cock the hammer. Insert 2 snap caps into a magazine. Insert the magazine into the frame. Ensure that it is locked into place, and then cycle the slide to chamber the first snap cap. Since the hammer is cocked from cycling the slide, press the thumb safety decocker down into the safe position. The hammer should fall to the rest position. Leave the safety down, pull the hammer. The hammer should not cock. Push the safety lever to the fire position. Pull the trigger. The pull of the trigger will now cock and release the hammer. This checks the double action mode. With the thumb, cock the hammer. The pistol is now in single action mode. Pull and hold the trigger. The hammer should fall. Cycle the slide with the trigger pulled fully to the rear. The first snap cap should be extracted and ejected. Slowly release the trigger. You will now feel the single action reset point. Fully release the trigger and cycle the slide one more time. The snap cap will again be extracted and ejected, and the slide will lock back on the empty magazine. Field recoil of the Bersa Thunder 380 is mild compared to lighter weight 380 ACP pistols. That was to be expected. The pistol has excellent ergonomics, and from a combat standpoint, it also has excellent accuracy. The Bersa Thunder 380 has second strike capabilities. If, for some reason, the cartridge does not fire, pull the trigger again. If it fires, the pistol remains or moves into single action mode. If it does not fire, take corrective action. I'll note what ammunition I am using as I progress through today's range session. I had ordered 3 additional magazines to complement the 1 magazine received with the pistol. These are ProMag magazines, and issues using them are not expected. So, grab some popcorn, sit back, and watch while I try to do some quality shooting with the Bersa Thunder 380. All right, let me do a quick range synopsis. The Bersa Thunder 380 has an excellent double-action and single-action trigger pull. There is a mild felt recoil, straight to the web of the hand. The sights are good, but just small for my eyes. All controls are easy to operate. One must not forget to push the safety into fire mode after decocking. This only takes training. The Bersa Thunder 380 has a good balance and feel. After not shooting this pistol for about 6 years or so, I was not surprised at my performance with it. However, most of the hits on the target would translate to some serious damage on a bad person intent on doing harm to me or my family. If the target was living, I would have also mitigated the need for a proctology exam. Ooh. If you are in a life and death situation, any target that presents itself is fair game in my book. The Bersa Thunder 380 is based off of the incredibly popular Walther PPK, and the Thunder 380 builds off of the inherent concealability with a 7-round magazine. Due to its short length and height, concealment is high. Proper holster placement and choice in attire can easily make this pistol unnoticeable. One holster that is becoming my favorite for pocket carry is the DeSantis Nemesis. The Bersa Thunder 380 is pushing the limit for pocket carry, but installed into a DeSantis Nemesis, it hides away very nicely in a jeans pocket. The holster also works well with my Bersa Thunder 380 Plus and several other pistols of comparable size. The sleekness of the Bersa Thunder 380 design, much like that of the Walther PPK, lends itself to pocket and other methods of carry. My only issue with the Bersa Thunder 380 is the safety decocking lever. Although the safety decocker does what it's supposed to do, it is very difficult to place the pistol in a safe condition with the thumb of the shooting hand when new. Only useful till if it becomes easier to operate. I had no issue moving the thumb safety decocking lever into the fire position using my shooting hand thumb. Due to the heavy revolver-like double action, I feel no need to carry the pistol with the safety on. Beretta and Walther heritage can be found in the Bersa Thunder 380 pistol, due to the fact that one of the engineers who helped design the pistol was a Beretta engineer. Although prices have increased since their introduction into the U.S. market, they are still a good value for the price. The Bersa Thunder 380 is available with a stainless steel or black-colored slide and frames, and grips are available in plenty of different colors. And also, aftermarket grips are available in wood. The pistol's build quality exceeds the expectations that are implied by the pistol's low cost, especially in its tight tolerances between the frame and slide. The Bersa Thunder 380 pistol is not for the lazy or for those who simply want a point-and-click interface and instant gratification. Each external control has a purpose, and it will take a person who is willing to master those controls without a conscious effort, although the controls do take some physical effort to use them. One of the first things that I have to ask myself when looking at and possibly purchasing a handgun is would I actually carry the thing? In the case of the Bersa Thunder 380, the answer is yes, I have, and would again if the situation calls for it. If you are interested in the Bersa Thunder 380 Plus, the 15-round version, I have placed a link in the description for my review of that pistol. Well, once again, I have come to the end of another chapter in the Range Ronin Chronicles. I hope that you found this one informative, at least informative enough to check out the line of Bersa firearms. Until we meet again, and I know that we will, stay safe out there.